There are multiple unverified reports and visuals of Indian military and Pakistani forces exchanging fire for a fifth night in a row at the LOC. Meanwhile, Pakistani handles on X claim a JF-17 crashed during a military exercise in Rawalpindi. The other unverified reports claim a Pakistani F-16 also crashed in Gilgit. Over in Balochistan, the Baloch Liberation Army claim they have eliminated over 40 Pakistani soldiers in an overnight operation. While it's nearly impossible to verify all these media reports, one thing is certain. India is preparing a military retaliation against terror headquarters inside Pakistan after Prime Minister Modi gave operational go-ahead after a meeting with the three service chiefs. Now the Indian military will plan its assault at a time and location of its own choosing. The United States took 27 days after 9/11 World Trade Center attacks to begin an invasion of Afghanistan to track Osama bin Laden. The terror mastermind was later hunted down near the Pakistani military establishment despite Islamabad's repeated denials of shielding him. Tensions are now at breaking point and the Pakistani government held a media briefing at 2 a.m. in the night to claim they fear that India will launch an all-out attack within 24 to 36 hours.
भारत पाकिस्तान के खिलाफ फौजी कार्रवाई करने का इरादा रखता है.
In New Delhi, Prime Minister Modi held high-stakes meetings with the Cabinet Committee on Security after vowing to hunt down the masterminds behind the terror attack on Hindu tourists in Pahalgam, Kashmir, by Pakistan-backed terror groups. Of course, Pakistan has denied its involvement in the attack, but that is just Islamabad's playbook. One of the terrorists is believed to be an ex-Pakistan para-commando, suggesting a direct role of the Pakistani military behind the Pahalgam terror attack in Kashmir. Reports suggest the attack on Hindus was sanctioned at the very highest level inside Pakistan.
We have been doing this dirty work for the United States for about 3 decades,
Even as the manhunt continues for the 4 Pakistan-trained terrorists, the Indian military is preparing a decisive counterstrike. The reasoning seems to be, if the Pakistan terror network isn't totally eradicated now, they will use the Pahalgam attack on Hindus as propaganda and recruit even more. Even after the 2019 Pulwama terror attack, which left 40 dead, at first Pakistan denied its role, seeking evidence.
Mr. President, there will be another Pulwama. And guess what? India will blame us.
Then shockingly, a Pakistani minister speaking inside the Pakistan parliament hailed the terror attack as a victory for the Pakistani government as well as Muslims over India.
पुलवामा में जो हमारी कामयाबी है वो इमरान खान की क़यादत में इस कौम की कामयाबी है.
Even this time, a Pakistani senator speaking in the parliament threatened the Ram Mandir in Ayodhya.
उसमें पहली अज़ान पाकिस्तान का सिपह सालार आसिम मुनीर देगा.
The lines between terror groups like LET and TRF and the Pakistani establishment, including its government and military or the ISI, are extremely blurred. All they are focused on is bleeding India. According to the Akal Takht, nearly 1 million or 10 lakh Sikhs and Hindu Punjabis were butchered by Pakistanis during the partition in 1947.
Well, our forefathers, they thought that we are different from the Hindus in every possible aspect of life.
Reports suggest India has significant forensic and electronic evidence clearly linking the Pahalgam attack to Pakistan. Yet Islamabad only gives 93,000 excuses and just deflects blame. The Pakistan Prime Minister has pledged an impartial investigation under the threat of a serious Indian military retaliation. But New Delhi just does not trust Islamabad anymore. There have been multiple occasions when India presented undisputed evidence of a Pakistani link to terror attacks, but no significant action was taken ever. According to reports, New Delhi has briefed foreign governments over the past 72 hours, citing a mix of technical intelligence, human inputs, and eyewitness accounts that not only confirm the identity of the terrorists, but also trace their origins and links to Pakistan. These terrorists, now identified, are believed to have infiltrated India in 2023 and 24, lying in wait in India before striking Pahalgam. This isn't the first time Pakistan has come under global fire for using terrorism as a tool of state policy against India. At the United Nations, India has called Pakistan a rogue state, citing its defense minister Asif's shocking public confession that Islamabad had trained and funded terror groups. In 2001, 5 terrorists attacked the Indian parliament just when senior political leaders were present there. 9 people were killed, and for a brief period, it seemed that the two nations might actually go to war. Intelligence from intercepted communications, IDs and weapons connected the culprits to Pakistan-based terror groups, JEM as well as LET, whose front, the TRF, is now responsible for the recent Kashmir attack. But Pakistan did not take any action back then. The 2008 Mumbai terror attacks shook the world as 174 people were killed by Pakistani terrorists. Ajmal Kasab, the only surviving attacker, admitted to being a Pakistani, giving key evidence. In fact, media channels dragged Kasab's house in Pakistan. India also provided crucial evidence such as call intercepts and GPS tracking all the way to Karachi, with the handlers controlling operations in real time from inside Pakistan. Even with such overwhelming evidence, Pakistan's military and intelligence agencies rejected involvement, describing the claims as insufficient. However, Pakistan's links were established for all to see, and one of the perpetrators, Tahawur Rana, has now been extradited and brought back to India to face justice. Unofficially, even Pakistanis admit the attack was carried out by them.
The fact is that Mumbai was done by an organization that was based in Pakistan.
4 terrorists attacked an Indian Army camp in Uri on the 18th of September 2016 and killed 19 soldiers while they were sleeping. India again seized GPS devices and Pakistani weapons. On February 14, 2019, a suicide bomber killed 40 Indian paramilitary personnel in Pulwama, Jammu and Kashmir. While Islamabad officially blamed India's internal issues, we have already shown you how Pakistani ministers were boasting of the same inside their parliament. Since 2024, Kashmir has witnessed a sharp spike in terror attacks. In November, a grenade attack in Srinagar injured 11 individuals, including civilians. In October, 6 migrant laborers and 1 doctor were killed near the site of a tunnel project for which TRF group took responsibility, which is the front of the LET behind the Pahalgam attack. In June, a busload of Hindu pilgrims was shot at by terrorists, killing 9 and injuring another 33. In May, terrorists fired at a tourist couple from Jaipur. In nearly every case, the targets were Hindus and tourists. The terrorists and their Pakistani handlers want to create a Hindu-Muslim divide in India and weaken the nation. Third-party confirmation, including US intelligence reports and UN listings of LET and JEM as terrorist organizations, have bolstered India's argument. But these Pakistan-based groups just changed their name from LET to the TRF and continue their activities unchecked. Today, Kashmiris are fed up with Pakistan. They are marching with the Indian flag and pray for normalcy to return to this heaven on earth. Moreover, the entire Jammu and Kashmir is legally Indian territory since the region legally acceded to India in 1947. All residents of Jammu and Kashmir are Indians, and Pakistan has no legal or historical right. Islamabad's claims of backing separatists is nothing but an excuse to back religious terrorism against Hindus, Sikhs and Christians alike. They have not learned from surgical strikes in 2016 or the Balakot airstrikes in 2019. Now India's patience has finally run out. Pakistan today is facing an existential threat if an all-out war breaks out. India is the fourth most powerful military in the world, while Pakistan is not even in the top 10. Moreover, the rebellion in Balochistan is only growing, while the Taliban in Afghanistan is waiting for any miscalculation by Pakistan. The Modi government also has the backing of global allies, including the United States, Russia, and even Israel. But what do you believe? Can India trust Pakistan to conduct an impartial probe? Or is it time for serious military action against terror masterminds hiding inside Pakistan? Leave a comment with your opinion, hit the like button and subscribe to InConnect News.